Ever felt the shift when things suddenly go quiet? It's like a switch flips, and everything you once had seems to vanish into thin air. This strange feeling can hit out of nowhere, leaving you wondering what just happened. One minute, there's constant attention, and the next, it feels like you've disappeared from someone's radar. But why does this happen? What goes through her mind when you stop paying attention? You'd be surprised at how quickly emotions can change when the attention she was used to slips away. It sparks something inside her that might surprise you. Is it confusion? Is it jealousy? Or is it something else entirely? These shifts don't just affect her. They stir up a whole range of reactions you might not expect. We'll look at some of these crazy responses, things that can make her feel a mix of emotions, from curiosity to regret. Get ready for an eye-opening ride. If you want to understand what's really going on when you stop looking for her, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to know. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Number 1. The sudden silence syndrome. When you stop paying attention to someone, it often results in what we call the sudden silence syndrome. This is when everything seems to go quiet, like the conversation, the playful banter, the messages, or any signs of affection just suddenly disappear. Imagine being in a place where you were used to constant communication, and suddenly, nothing. For her, this creates a feeling of confusion and loss. She wonders what went wrong, if she said something that made you pull back, or if she's done something to push you away. This silence isn't just an absence of words, it's an emotional void. Silence, in relationships, has a powerful impact. It makes her second-guess herself, her worth, and even the future of the connection. What makes it more intense is that it's not just about missing your voice or texts, it's the uncertainty it brings. Silence has a way of making people feel invisible, and for her, this is like watching everything they had begin to fade out. The longer the silence lasts, the more it feeds into the feelings of insecurity. Is she still valued? Was she ever valued? This sudden drop in attention can lead her to spiral into overthinking and emotional uncertainty. It's not just a momentary lull, it's a deep sense of something shifting, and she doesn't know why. Number 2, the phantom text effect. The phantom text effect occurs when you stop texting, or the frequency of your texts significantly decreases. In the beginning, she was used to receiving texts that would brighten her day, make her smile, or just keep the conversation going. Suddenly, that flow stops. It's as though your presence in her phone, which was once so constant, has completely disappeared. She might even find herself refreshing her phone screen, checking if maybe she missed your message. When the text notifications stop, it leaves her questioning why. This kind of sudden text disappearance doesn't just feel like a communication issue, it's an emotional blow. She's left in a space of wondering if she did something wrong or if you just lost interest. Each time she looks at her phone and doesn't see a message from you, it amplifies the feeling of being neglected. This effect creates a sense of doubt and longing. She starts wondering if she was just another name on your list, or if the spark was never really there. The more time passes without hearing from you, the harder it becomes for her to ignore the feeling that something is off. The phantom text effect isn't just about waiting for a message. It's about the emotional roller coaster she rides every time she checks her phone, hoping for a message that never comes. Number 3, the curiosity catalyst. When you stop looking for her, it triggers something deep within, a sense of curiosity. This curiosity is often the result of your sudden absence. She starts asking herself questions she never thought of before. What's going on with him? Why hasn't he reached out? What did I do wrong? What makes this curiosity unique is the way it activates her mind. She starts overanalyzing the situation. Every little detail becomes a clue. She'll replay conversations in her head, trying to figure out if something was off. Did you say something that would explain your behavior? Did you give off any warning signs she missed? The curiosity grows, and with it, a sense of mystery develops around you. The more distant you get, the more her curiosity intensifies. Curiosity isn't always a bad thing. It can lead her to reevaluate the connection, and in some cases it can make her more interested in figuring out who you really are. But in most cases, curiosity also comes with a tinge of anxiety. The unknown is never easy to deal with. As much as she wants to understand your actions, she's afraid of what the truth might be. Number 4, the mirror moment. The mirror moment is when your actions force her to reflect on herself. When you stop paying attention, She may start to question her own behavior and identity. Was I being too much? Did I give him too much space? She might wonder if the issue is with her. The sudden shift in your attention forces her to look inward and analyze her actions and decisions. The mirror moment can be uncomfortable because it brings up self-doubt. She might even question her worthiness of your attention or affection. This self-reflection is often paired with feelings of insecurity, and the longer you remain distant, the more she questions her ability to maintain a relationship. What makes this moment particularly difficult is that she starts to compare herself to others. She might wonder if someone else caught your eye, or if she just isn't enough. The mirror moment forces her to face the parts of herself that are vulnerable, and without the reassurance of your presence, these insecurities can feel overwhelming. Number 5. The unfollow freakout. In the age of social media, one of the quickest ways to feel like you've been erased is when you unfollow her. This act is incredibly impactful. It's more than just a simple click. It feels like a declaration that you no longer value the connection or want to be a part of her digital life. When you unfollow her, it feels like an emotional rejection, even if it wasn't meant that way. Unfollowing on social media can trigger a freakout because it often feels like the first step toward complete disconnection. She starts to wonder if it's personal, if you are trying to distance yourself from her in every possible way. The initial shock of being unfollowed brings up questions and doubts. Was she too much? Did she post something that bothered you? Or did she simply become invisible to you? The emotional fallout from an unfollow can last far longer than you might expect. It's not just about losing the ability to see each other's updates. It's about losing a connection that was once meaningful and that hurts. For her, it might feel like a small act, but the emotional weight it carries is significant. Number 6. The jealousy jolt. When you stop looking for her, it's not uncommon for feelings of jealousy to start bubbling up. You might think that jealousy only happens when you're still involved, but the sudden lack of attention can actually intensify it. The jealousy jolt occurs when she begins to feel like you're paying attention to someone else, or maybe you're just fine without her. She starts imagining what you're doing with your time and whether you're giving your attention to another person. This rush of jealousy comes from the fear of losing someone or being replaced. She doesn't just feel it passively. The emotions kick in and her thoughts start racing. Who is he talking to now? Is he out with someone else? Am I no longer important to him? This insecurity feeds into the emotional turbulence of the situation. What makes jealousy even more intense in this context is that it's often driven by a fear of being forgotten. When you stop showing interest, the jealousy isn't just about liking someone else. It's about feeling unimportant. The more you remain silent or distant, the more her mind races with these fears. In some cases, jealousy can even trigger an emotional reaction strong enough to make her want to regain your attention, perhaps by posting something on social media or engaging in behaviors that will make you notice her again. Number 7. The confidence magnet. As you pull away, you may unintentionally become a magnet for her confidence issues. This is the paradoxical effect that happens when someone who once felt secure in a relationship starts questioning their worth. She was once comfortable with the attention you gave, but as soon as you stop, something inside her shifts. She starts wondering, was I ever good enough? What happened to make him pull away? These questions don't just stay in her head, they manifest into a lack of confidence. The confidence magnet works in an interesting way. When someone stops looking for her, it forces her to look at herself differently. She starts thinking about what she could have done differently, or what qualities she might be lacking. The absence of attention amplifies her insecurities, creating a cycle where she feels less worthy of love, admiration, or attention from others, not just you. At the same time, the lack of your validation might lead her to seek that validation elsewhere. This can manifest in a number of ways: trying to impress others, dressing up to feel more attractive, or seeking out the attention of other people. All of this happens because your lack of interest triggered a confidence crisis within her. The more time she spends without your attention, the more she becomes obsessed with regaining her sense of self-worth. Number 8. The wait, where did he go? Whiplash. One of the most confusing and emotionally jarring things a woman experiences when you stop looking for her is the wait, where did he go? Whiplash. It's a sudden shift from constant interaction to complete absence. One minute you're there, giving her your time and attention, and the next, it feels like you've disappeared. This leaves her with a sense of emotional whiplash. She doesn't know how to react. She might even feel like she's in a state of disbelief. What makes this so impactful is the suddenness of it all. It's not gradual, it's not a slow fade. It's an abrupt change that leaves her feeling disoriented. The whiplash is emotional, where she is left with a mix of feelings: confusion, hurt, frustration, and even anger. She can't seem to figure out where it all went wrong. Was it her fault? Did she miss the signs? Or did you simply change your mind? This moment can be a huge wake-up call for her. It may force her to question everything about your connection and what she truly meant to you. This kind of emotional shift makes her feel vulnerable, and it's difficult for her to regain a sense of stability because the ground beneath her just shifted without any warning. Number 9. The mystery machine effect. When you stop showing interest in her, you unknowingly activate what we can call the mystery machine effect. This is when she starts to obsess over you, trying to figure out why you've pulled back. The more distant you become, the more she starts putting you on a pedestal of curiosity. What's going on in your life? Who are you talking to now? Why the sudden change in behavior? This effect is amplified because in the absence of answers, her imagination takes over. She starts to build up stories in her mind. Maybe you found someone new. Maybe you're hiding something from her. The longer you remain absent, the more she becomes fixated on the mystery of you. The very thing that once felt familiar and comfortable now becomes an enigma. She starts piecing together your past conversations, analyzing every detail to make sense of the sudden shift. The mystery machine effect also has the potential to create a cycle of obsession. The less you give her, the more she wants to uncover. The uncertainty only fuels her curiosity, and as time passes, it becomes harder for her to let go of the idea of solving the mystery of you. But with each unanswered question, she grows more frustrated, not knowing whether she'll ever get the clarity she needs. Number 10. The rebound regret. When you stop looking for her, there's a chance that she might move on quickly to fill the void you left behind. This is what we refer to as the rebound regret. It's when she jumps into a new situation or relationship, perhaps to distract herself from the pain of your absence. At first, it might feel like she's handling the change just fine, but deep down, there's a lingering sense of regret. The rebound regret happens because, despite her efforts to move on, she realizes that the connection she had with you was more meaningful than she first thought. The rebound might give her temporary relief, but it doesn't fill the emotional void you left. Over time, the realization dawns that she was trying to replace something irreplaceable, and the new connection feels hollow in comparison. This regret is often accompanied by guilt. She might feel as though she betrayed the feelings she had for you by moving on too quickly. The rebound doesn't necessarily fix things. It might make her even more aware of the void your absence created. The emotional scars from your sudden pullback might take a long time to heal, and even if she finds someone new, the memory of what was once there could linger. It's clear that when you stop looking for her, the effects can be more intense than you might expect. From confusion to jealousy, the emotions she experiences can spiral in ways that you may not even realize. Each reaction is a piece of the puzzle, showing just how much impact your absence can have. It's not just about not texting or being distant. It's about the deeper emotions that surface when she feels ignored or overlooked. But what happens next? Does she find a way to move on? Or does she stay caught in the emotional roller coaster your absence has created? The mystery continues to unfold. Her feelings may change over time, and the journey from confusion to clarity is never straightforward. If you've been paying attention, you'll see that these emotional shifts are more complex than they first appear. There's so much more to understand about how pulling away impacts her and what it means for the future of any connection. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with anyone who might need to hear this. The conversation doesn't end here. There's so much more to uncover, and you won't want to miss it.